For as long as I can remember, I've suffered from unnerving recurring dreams and night terrors. The How It Ends podcast is an exploration of daily life and the imprint it leaves on our memory and consciousness. This podcast is made by me, Micah Jones, with some help from my two closest friends, Elliot Cabral and Devon Williams. I'm not sure where this journey will take me, so follow along as I try to uncover the meaning of my dreams and finally get some sleep. I'm releasing this in real time, so if you're just joining, please start from the beginning, and thank you for listening. Hey everyone. So a while ago, I asked people to write and call in and tell me their scary stories, if you remember, specifically stories about being spooked in the woods. I got some legit scary stories that were 100% unnerving, but none of them actually connected closely enough to my dream. Either way, thank you to those people for sending them in, just the same. I also got some prank calls, and to those people, I say it is past your bedtime. Bye-bye now. But getting down to the nitty-gritty of it, there was one email that I got that was interesting, so I'm going to read it to you. Hi, Micah. My name is Ben. A friend of mine showed me your podcast, and I just heard the part where you asked people to email or call if they had a story to tell. I've got one. I was driving home from work and passing by this short trail that I like to walk on whenever I can. It's been a stressful week, so I just wanted to clear my head before going home to my family. I have a daughter, and our time together is really important to me because I work a lot, so I don't like to be in a bad mood when I get home. I guess I misjudged the time, and when I was about halfway through the walk, it was dark. I thought I heard a voice call out from what seemed to be close by, but I couldn't make out what was said. I jogged to my truck and left. It didn't seem like a big deal. But after that, I kept having nightmares about being in the woods alone. I'd always wake up thinking I was there. I haven't thought about this in a long time. Anyway, not sure if that's the kind of story you were looking for, but there it is. At least part of it. If you're interested in hearing the rest of it, just email me back. Ben. Of course, I responded to that email, and it turns out he's from Pennsylvania, near Philly, which is actually not that far from where I grew up. And we emailed back and forth a couple times and have actually decided to meet up for coffee. Funny enough, he was actually coming up this way to Connecticut for work. And we are going to meet at this little coffee shop that I found in Mystic later today. He seems pretty nice, but I'm going to bring Luke with me just in case. In any event, it finally feels like I might be getting somewhere because his story is the closest thing that I've heard to mine since Luke.
So have you talked to Elia since you guys were in New Jersey?
No, but I'm just trying to give her some space and let her cool off.
I don't know. I think she's overreacting a little bit. Things have been really hard for her.
Yeah, I don't know. Her and I will figure it out. I don't want to talk about it, though.
Hey, Micah.
Hi, are you Ben?
Yeah, hi. How's it going?
How did you know it was me?
It was a lucky guess. I saw the camera, I have an old vintage Nikon myself.
Cool. Yeah, my camera's my dad's. But sorry, I'm being rude. Ben? Luke, Ben?
Hey, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, Micah, what do you want to know?
Oh, okay. We're gonna jump right into this. Well, before we start, you said in your email that there was more to the story, which is why we're here. But out of curiosity, why couldn't you tell me the whole story in the email? Why meet up instead?
Well, you said you were going to read these on your podcast, and to be fair, it's kind of a personal story to me. Well, some parts of it anyway. I think I just needed to tell it myself. say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I can understand that. Cool. I mean, thank you for coming to meet us, coming all this way.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. All right, well, go ahead. Let's do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you in the email. A friend of mine showed me your podcast, and I started to realize that a real story was coming out of this. Is that what you were trying to do? Some investigative thing?
No, not at all. This all started because my friends just wanted to help me with what has been a lifelong struggle with sleep, or lack thereof. And in doing so, all of this information just started to present itself. And now I'm just running with it, really.
You think this all has something to do with your dad?
I don't know. Maybe. So my dad wrote this cryptic message in the book, and then that message in the book was the same thing that he was yelling at my mom the night he died. And then when I met his friend recently, he said that he was working on something before he passed away, and it's all confusing, but it feels like it's leading somewhere, and I have to know. I have to figure it out.
And do you have any new leads?
I guess just you. But
no pressure on me, though,
yeah,
right?
no, definitely not. Yeah.
So what happened to you?
Luke,
No.
we could take a minute.
It's fine. That's what we all came here for, right?
Yep.
Okay. So thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, again, like in my email, when I was on my walk, it got dark a lot quicker than I expected. At one point, I thought I heard a voice in the woods, but I blew it off. I even used, those little keyring flashlights.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, anyway, I was almost back to my truck, and I heard something rustling in the trees behind me. I shined that flashlight on the spot. I wasn't spooked or anything, but I had this really weird feeling when I was leaving. But then that night the nightmares started. I'd be in the woods alone. I'd just be completely terrified. And one night, my wife found me sleepwalking in our backyard.
Wait, have you ever sleepwalked before?
No, that was the first and only time.
Oh, God.
She said I was just standing behind our house, staring into the darkness, just mumbling.
Do you remember what you were saying?
She said it didn't make sense. It was just random words. Give, of, see, return, kill.
Wait, what? The hell does that mean?
Hell if I know. I was having a nightmare. A couple months later, I was driving the same route, and I almost crashed my truck because I saw something standing in the road. I blew out a fucking tire. When I was looking for my jack, I heard a voice off in the trees. I went closer, and I tried to hear it. Something slammed into the back of my head.
What the fuck?
My wife was beside herself because I hadn't come home that night. I didn't tell her about being knocked out for obvious reasons. I haven't driven down that road since, and I probably never will. I'm sorry, Micah, was this too much?
No, it's not you. It's just
It's just that her dad died in a car crash, a little like that, and I think it just hits a little close to home.
I'm sorry.
No. Anyway, when did this happen to you?
It was just a little over 10 years ago.
Seriously? It sounded like it happened yesterday.
Would you forget?
No.
Right. Right. So, Ben, thanks again. I know I said it a bunch of times for driving here to meet us. Remind me, you said that you live in Philly, right?
Yeah. I've lived there my whole life.
And what are you out here for?
Work. I'm an engineer, but I've been doing a lot of consulting lately.
That's cool. I actually grew up about 40 minutes from Bucks County. It's not too far from Philadelphia. I used to love going to New Hope as a kid, you know, especially around Christmas. It's really pretty.
Oh, yeah, for sure. When I was younger, we'd go there a lot in the summer. I haven't been there in ages, though. How does it look now?
It's been a few years since I've been back, but it's pretty much still the same tourist town. There's that cool brewery, some restaurants, the Playhouse, Bucks County Playhouse.
Yeah. I love that place. We'd go there for a long weekend every spring. You know, the Shad Festival, sometimes see a show.
Yeah, I used to go there a lot too.
That's cool.
Okay, so I think I've said it a bunch of times, but, you know, thanks again.
Yeah, I mean, not a problem. I just hope I helped you move your story forward.
Yeah, it's a lot to process for sure, but
So, do you guys know anything about Mystic before you go? I'm gonna be here a couple days. Good places to eat, bars, anything like that.
This is my first time here.
yeah, I can help. My friend Elia and I have been here a couple times, so, you know, before we head out, I'll look some stuff up and
Yeah.
make some recommendations.
Whatever you can recommend that isn't the hotel bar, that works for me.
For sure, it's the least I can do.
Holy shit. What the hell even was that?
What was what?
Ben, that story, what the hell was that?
What do you mean, what was that? Came here to listen to the rest of his story, and he told us. We already knew the details, so he just told us the rest of it.
Yeah, I know. It's just a little wild, right? It just sounds like he's telling you what you want to hear. It sounds a lot like your story.
Sounds a lot like my dream. I don't really know what happened to me, other than what you've said. It does sound a lot like your story.
I mean, a little bit. Maybe. But the whole thing about dreams and the nightmares? I didn't have nightmares.
I did. I do. That's why we're here, isn't it?
Look, don't you think it's a little convenient that he said he had nightmares? What about the sleepwalking? Murmuring stuff in his sleep? It's all too... What's the word I want to use? Neat. It's all too neat.
Well, I guess I could say the same thing about you. It was a little neat that you showed up right after I started this podcast and then dropped some info on me, but I believed you.
I just didn't show up. I've been living here for months before I ran into you.
Wait, months?
Years. Sorry. You knew what I meant. Micah, I'm not saying I don't believe the guy. He seemed nice enough. I'm just saying... I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm just scared. Because now, it's not just us. And if he's telling the truth, someone heard him, Micah. What if there are other people out there that have a story like ours? Like his?
Isn't that what we've been trying to figure out? I ask people to call and email me. I want to know.
I know. I do too. Like I said, I think Ben just threw me for a loop.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about trying to get in touch with Amy.
Why?
Wait, what do you mean why? She was there the day at your house. She heard me say it saw me. I want to know why she didn't tell me. I've been thinking about it a lot. Plus, she was my best friend for a really long time and was there for me during the hardest parts of my life. Her brother was like my brother. Their family was my second family. She should have told me.
Yeah, I agree, but hasn't it been like 20 plus years? That's what you said, right?
Yeah. We saw each other around the neighborhood, but I feel like we might even still be on, like, friends on Facebook or something, but either way, I don't think it's going to be too hard to find her.
I haven't seen or talked to her in a long time, too. My mom probably has the photo from when I took her to senior prom. Man, I thought I was cool.
Wait, senior prom? I thought you guys broke up when she was a freshman.
Well, yeah, but we kind of kept in touch, and she just agreed to come with me to prom because I didn't have anyone else to go with. She knew all my friends, so it made sense. We went as a group.
So you guys broke up, and then 3 years later, you just called her up and asked her to prom?
Well, hey, I wasn't exactly, Mr. Popular, and I wanted to go, and it was kind of like her or my cousin kind of deal. So, it was a lot less embarrassing to bring her, right?
Right, yeah. I must have just been under the timing, sorry.
Did you still want to stop and get the film developed?
Sure, but can we get some food first? I just think I need to eat something.
Want to stop at Iggy's for some clam cakes?
That's fine.
Wait, are they open in the winter?
They have indoor seating, so maybe, but, I'll look it up. You can just drive there. I'll put it in the GPS.
All right,
So I'm back home now. Before I jump into it, I got to rewind a little bit. So after I talked to John Buckley when I was in New Jersey the last time, I did what I said what I was going to do. I looked through my dad's shed again, and I ended up finding a whole box of stuff that I somehow missed. And in it, there were some really awesome life drawings that he did, and I ended up finding the journal and the camera that John mentioned while we were talking. I actually had that camera with me today, which is, what Ben spotted and was able to recognize me. But, so a few days ago, I was playing around with it, and I actually realized that there's still film in it, which is wild. And, Luke and I meant to stop and get it developed today, but, after lunch, we just forgot about it, which, so I have to do that soon. But yeah, looking at the journal, John really wasn't kidding when he said that there would be really no rhyme or reason to the way my dad used this thing. But I guess if you knew my dad, that would make sense to you. So I thought that maybe I would go through it a little bit tonight. And in the little amount of time that I spent looking at it, I realized that my dad and I journal the same way. I tend to do things on sequential pages, but the way we scribble notes and the way we think, yeah. Anyway, there are a lot of sketches, and I think I'll snap some photos for Instagram. And I've been thinking about updating the blog part on my podcast website with anything that I find in here, and then also some of the stuff that's already happened. So maybe it'll help sort of connect the dots for me and anyone who's listening. But here we go. So there's an inscription in the front page from me and my mom. Dear Nolan, happy Father's Day. here's another journal for your collection to keep all of your brilliant ideas. Never forget. To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Love, Ava and Micah. And in parentheses, in my little kid handwriting, it just says Kit. June 21st, 1992. 1992. That was a year or so before he died. Here's another little scribble. Took Kit to Colonial Park today. She had so much fun playing on the exercise pit stops. There's a little asterisk here. It says, maybe make something similar for the backyard. Monkey bars? Ask Ava first. Yeah, I bet he did. There are little arrows all around the part where he wrote ask Ava first, because we know who ran our house for sure. Okay, some sketches, trees. And here's another longer passage. Been having trouble sleeping, waking up a few times a week, really disoriented. Ava is worried. She never misses anything, that woman. Other than that, kid, things are good. That's a little weird, but goes on to say, Kit and Amy are in the backyard. Amy is trying to teach Kit to play soccer. Oh, God. Not going well. My girl is amazing, but not at sports. That reminds me, saw her eyeing my guitar the other day. Should teach her to play. Okay. So that's cool. I just read a note in here where my dad dunked on my sports prowess as a child in his journal. Yeah, okay. I'm terrible at sports. That's a fact. But he did teach me to play guitar. I started that summer. I still play here and there. Actually, I've been working on learning the chords that are in the song that he wrote that I heard. Hey there, little dude. You a hungry boy? What time is it? Oh, shit, it's late. I didn't even realize, man. I'm sorry. Let me feed you.
Who's there? Who is that?
Hey, is everything all right?
Devon? Is that you?
Yeah, Micah. It's a bunch of kids. They're outside. They're banging on the windows and shit. Are you okay?
I don't, what?
Look, I tried to catch them, but they got away. A bunch of kids. They had black spray paint.
I don't understand.
The people banging on the window. It looked like they were trying to break in. They had black spray paint. I bet it was stupid kids that tried to break in the last time.
But the door opened. Like, my door opened.
Wait. Did you see them?
The front door opened.
Yeah. Did you see them? Did anyone try to come in?
No.
What do you mean?
The door was starting to open. It started to swing open, and then it slammed, and then you walked in.
Yeah, I came in and shut off the alarm.
No, the banging, there was banging, and then the alarm went off, and the door opened when it was all happening, and then it stopped, and you walked in.
Okay, Mike, okay. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that my door opened on its own. I watched it, and then it slammed, and then you walked in, and then it stopped.
Wait, so you think I did this?
I don't know. Did you?
Why the hell would I?
You tell me.
You can't be serious right now.
Listen, everybody wants me to stop doing this podcast, right? Everybody wants me to stop looking. Maybe this is the way to get me to do it, to scare the shit out of me.
Are you really accusing me right now? Are you really accusing me of this?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, whatever it is, I'm done with. Lock your door, reset the code.